What up guys, Dragos here again, and today I'm not going to be covering any specific supplement or reviewing any specific supplement, but I'm going to give you guys an inside look on how I take my supplements prior to a workout. So I'm getting ready right now to do a killer arm workout, and I'm going to show you step by step what and how I take my supplements. So first and foremost, nice cold water from my fridge. I'm going to fill up the shaker bottle. You've seen some of my previous videos on some of the Magnum supplements that I have covered and I explained to you guys, more specifically Volume and DNA. I'll be taking those today as well, and there's still more videos of that to come. Tomorrow I'm going to be shooting my Magnum G Spring. I'm going to explain to you guys what that is all about and how it should be used and why it is used. But tonight, I am just going to show you how and what I take as a pre-workout supplementation. First and foremost, I start with my C4 Sports. This one is the Fruit Punch flavor. It is a nice little pre-workout boost that I like to take. It also gives a nice flavor to the water for my Magnum pills that I'm going to be taking as well. I'm going to get myself one scoopful of this one. Throw it in the water. Now, on top of all that, during your workout, you want to have as much energy as possible as well. And simple sugars are the ones that go to the muscles directly, giving them nice, good energy and some really explosive power and some readily available fuel to have right as they work out hard. So I also try to take a scoop of this, Insulex. Now what this is essentially simple carbs in a scoop that I throw in together with my pre-workout. And I'm just gonna get a nice scoop of this guy, throw it into my water here. There we go. Wrong cup. Mix all that up nice and well. So what we have here is essentially some powder B6, B12, arginine, all that beautiful stuff from the pre-workout, and exactly 247 grams of carbs coming from Insulex alone, and it's all from the simple carbs that are going to get directly delivered to my muscle during the workout. So it's going to give me some extra energy that Magnum is going to give me. Step number one, Magnum Volume. Probably seen my video. If you haven't, I encourage you to go check it out. I explained to you in detail what's in these pills and why they are so amazing, so good. 4 pills. Whoops, just dropped them here. 4 of these pills. Let's take them. Whew, water tastes so much better with a little bit of fruit punch in it. So, if you haven't seen my video, these guys are supposed to take 20 to 30 minutes before your workout. So, because the other Magnum supplements that I take, they're only 15 minutes prior, I am going to give these guys about 5 minutes to kick in, and in the meantime, I'm going to explain to you a little bit about the cycles that I'm going to do on these ones and which ones I'm taking and why right now. So I am currently on Volume, DNA, and Thrust is what I'm taking pre-workout. I just ran out of Big C, but tomorrow is those days that I go shopping, so I'm gonna get some of that extra Big C going. And up until then, I am using my backup creatine, Podium Gold. This one is called. So I have quite a bit of it left in this jar, so I like to add a scoopful of this one to the water now and essentially have it ready for the rest of my Magnum DNA or Magnum DNA and Magnum Thrust that I'm about to take. Now the cycle of these supplements from Magnum specifically, all of them last about 1 month. So about 20, 24, 26 days, depending on which specific supplement you're talking about. But anyways, roughly about a month. So what I am doing right now is I am doing 2 cycles of volume, DNA, thrust, G-Spring, right? Magnum Quadra is the protein. I kind of take that all the time. I take that post-workout during the day as a little bit of protein supplementation, but especially the G-Spring and the thrust, I am going to do 2 cycles of it, aka 2 months, and I'm going to take 2 weeks off of it. Afterwards, I'm going to go again into 2 months on it, and then 2 weeks off again. So the best result is to try and give your body a little bit of the fuel and the help, quote unquote, to say that it needs from these supplements, and then give it a break. Let it start producing all the hormones and doing all the work on its own without the aid. Then you're going back onto it again and introducing more as the body's trying to produce to keep up to what it was doing for the past 2 months. In those 2 weeks, trying to regain and go back to normal, producing as much as it needed to before. Then you're going back and introducing a little bit more, so you're getting your body that extra little bit of push to get that extra little bit of edge into it. So the best results is 2 months on, 2 weeks off. So a 2-2. Some people like to go for 3 months. I just don't want to go to that extreme as of yet. Right now I'm on my 2nd cycle. I've finished 1 month. So far so great, amazing results. I am chewing through my 2nd month right now, and then I'm going to see exactly what's going to happen in those 2 weeks that I'm going to be taking a break, coming back onto it for 2 more months. Volume and DNA, however, I will keep on taking them. Again, if you've seen my video, you know what they are. The DNA is essentially amino acids with an extra little bit of kick. So they absorb faster, they are more effective in your body. So I will be taking those essentially constant. I really like the effect of doing the workout, making me more powerful, more explosive, and easier to recover. And then there's the volume that gives me that pump, that fullness, that blood flowing through my veins. So again, I really like that. So I am not planning on taking the other time off on just the 2 cycles. So I'm going to give these guys a 3 cycle thing. Then I'm going to give my body a rest for about 2 to 3 weeks and then go back on them again. So these guys are going to be here to stay for 2 more months. But thrust and G-Spring, one is a growth hormone stimulator so that your body can produce a little bit more growth hormone, sleep a little bit better. That's specifically the G-Spring right here. Now this one, I'm not going to take a pre-workout. This one is just before bedtime. So thrust, I will be taking now in just a couple of minutes. So 3 pills of thrust before the workout and before bedtime. However, G-Spring is just before bedtime. So this thing is supposed to put you in a deeper sleep, get your body to recover and get that extra, or get the growth hormone producing more and more in your body. And I'll be covering this one. I'm going to make a video in more detail about what's in G-Spring tomorrow. I'm going to post it up for you guys to check it out on Sunday. And again, thrust, I'm going to take 3 pills right now. Actually, I think I've given it enough time according to my my camera. It's been about 5 minutes. So 3 pills of this one, 15 minutes prior to your workout. 3 pills, 30 minutes prior to bedtime. And G-Spring is just 4 pills, 30 minutes before bedtime. So now I have the this is still the same shaker with the C4 pre-workout, the Insulex for the extra bit of carbs, and the Podium Gold, the creatine. Again, I'm out of Big C, but I usually use the Big C 5 pills before, 5 pills after. So I just find it's easier for me to keep track of that, knowing the quantity and how much I'm taking in. Podium Gold specifically has 4,500 milligrams of a proprietary blend, of beta-alanine, creatine monohydrate, and creatine beta-alanine complex. So almost 5 grams right there, so about 4.5 grams of creatine and beta-alanine, but really you don't really know the exact quantity of how much creatine is in there. So 1 scoop gives you 4.5 grams of how much creatine, how much beta-alanine, so you don't know it's their proprietary blend. But I do take it. It's a good, it's a very good creatine supplement. So far, I've taken it in the past. Didn't really complain about it. I saw some good help from it, a little bit of energy boost as well. But now I'm just taking it in until I get Magnum Big C again, because I was really happy with that one, and it was just easier to keep track of the quantities with through the pill form. So 3 pills of Magnum Thrust right here. 2. And third one. So this one is 15 minutes prior to your training. And finally, Magnum DNA. Now this one is where most people make eyes as this. 8 pills, oh my goodness, who ever heard of that? Well, trust me, it's well worth the 8 pills, because the recovery that I get and the energy and the strength that I get during the workout is incomparable. So 2, 4, 6, whoops, 2, 4, 6, 8. There we go. So we've got 8 pills of DNA right here, or 8 capsules. Again, check out my video for Magnum DNA to find out what is exactly and what quantity of which BCAAs you get in these pills. 2, 4. I have a nasty habit of only taking 2 at a time. It's like I choke if I take 3 or more. But anyways, it makes my world go round. Makes my world feel a little bit safer when I take 2. So it works for me. 8. Whew, that was a lot of work. So 15 minutes now for these guys to kick in. I'm just going to move the joints a little bit prior to my workout, get everything just a little bit warmed up. Then I'm gonna go into the actual warm-up. I'm gonna throw in a couple of push-ups and my 500 reps of abs. That'll get my body boiled up, and then I'm gonna throw myself at the weights, get that arm workout pumping and going. So the 15 minutes are just about up. It's time to kick that warm-up into gear and that workout, get it going. Gotta finish my my pre-workout though. Put that creatine to good use. And just want to quickly show you guys the Magnum Quattro that I'm using. This is specifically for post-workout, but I also use it throughout the day just as a little bit of a high protein snack. Really really works well for me. Keeps me full for longer, and I don't need to worry about consuming too much for my snacks. So my meals that I have during the day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, are the ones that contain more balanced macronutrient base, whereas my snacks are just essentially either a protein bar, protein shake, the Quattro protein. So keeps me full, keeps me growing throughout the day, keeps my muscles happy and fueled up. So having said all that, that is what I take. That is how the cycles are working. That's the cycles that I am doing anyways. How they're recommended, specifically on the Magnum website. Again, volume and DNA, I'll be doing for 3 cycles. Thrust and G-spring, I'm going to be doing for 2 cycles, aka the cycles being 1 month each. So 2 months for G-spring and thrust, 3 months for volume and DNA. I'm going to give my body break, or my body a break, for 2 weeks on each. The second one's probably going to be 2 to 3 weeks. I'll see exactly how my body looks, how my body reacts and all that. So it's a little bit of a play by ear as well, but as a rule of thumb, 2 months on, 2 weeks off for G-spring and thrust, 3 months on and 2 to 3 weeks off for volume and DNA. And obviously there's no time off really for Quattro, that's protein, so I'm going to continue on taking that throughout my cycle, on and off. And so far, if you've checked my Instagram account, you've seen some good changes, some good gains. I personally am really happy in the direction of my body is heading. The intensity that my workouts have nowadays, and how good of a recoup I'm having during the workout, and of course after. G-spring, like I said earlier, I'm going to be covering it tomorrow. I'm going to make a video specifically on that, the ingredients in it, and what they do, how they work, and what they're used for. But as a rule of thumb and a general sneak peek right now, it's essentially a growth hormone stimulant. You take it before bedtime, 4 pills, and really puts you into a deep sleep. And what I found is that it does put me in a really good deep sleep. So I have no complaints about G-spring. Thrust, again, I'm going to be covering it next week, so I'm going to make a video specifically about that next week. I'm going to post it up for you guys to see. Again, if you're interested in getting it, I highly recommend it, but check out those videos first to see what exactly is in it, if by any chance you might be allergic to any of the ingredients or you can't take them or whatever the case may be. But overall, if you ain't and you're looking for a supplement to put you over the edge, these ones that I have taken now for my pre-workout are really good, and the G-Spring that I take post-workout, the Quadra Protein and all that beautiful stuff, mix them up to a nice little concoction that gets my hour and a half to 2 hour workout just blooming, blowing, and completely crazy. So, bottoms up. Ooh, let's get things going. So a little bit of a intro workout tip: bicep curls with a bar. I'm using an easy bar right now. Sometimes you would see people in the gym doing this kind of a motion. That's great if you're just planning on working the lower halves or doing half and half, lower halves, upper halves. But if you want to do a full range of motion and get the full development of the bicep muscle, you want to bring the bar all the way up, squeeze the bicep, extend out fully, stretch the muscle, flex the muscle all the way. 3. And generally what I want to do, or I like to do, after I do some curls on the easy bar, just on a nice frontal plane, hitting both of the bicep heads, I throw in some cross-body curls with the dumbbells. So by side, I bring them up to the opposite shoulder and twist the arm out as much as I can to get that peak of the muscle going. So it's 50-pound dumbbells. I try to do as many as I can with good form. Once I feel that I'm starting to swing or that my back is kicking in too much, I kill it. I do want the bicep to work, not the lower back. At that point, the biceps were burning, and the lower back I started feeling swing a little bit. So that's my 1 set. I'm gonna go back and forth, get 5 sets of that, and keep on going with everything else. So, doesn't this look simply amazing? I'm still in my basement, still trying to work out, although we had an amazing power outage, which just happened to be on half of the street. The other half seems perfectly fine. Half we're on is on power outage, and I decided to make the big mistake to call the EnerSource Mississauga, what they call online the emergency number. By the way, I used my LTE network from Rogers to be able to access that because all the servers are down, so my Wi-Fi is down. Found the number, called, and even though their automatic messaging system said there are no power outages detected, the beautiful gentleman on the other side that finally decided to answer after calling for about 20 minutes was ever so upset. And oh, by the way, I'm using my laptop on battery light to be able to see myself on this video. But the gentleman was ever so upset that I dared to call him, and he was almost at the point of screaming at me, saying that have I not heard the message, which I said I did. It stated that there's no power outages, but he told me that yes, they're fully aware, and yes, they have sent a crew. And really, that's all I wanted to find out if they know, because I'm paying for something that I am in the dark now. I'm using my laptop and my phone battery to light up my workout. Crazy individual, aren't I? Workout in the dark has to be done though. It's more that his attitude that kind of bugged me. So now I'm doing the workout with ever so much more stress and upset. But oh well, what can you do? I'll just wait till Monday. I was gonna wait and call and let them know about it, but I know they're not gonna give a crap. They're just gonna say, yeah, don't worry, we'll take care of it. They never will. But just want to let everybody know out there that if you're planning on calling EnerSource after hours, you might end up with some guy that was planning on sleeping there. So try not to disturb him, even though you're probably dying in your home with no power. Don't disturb them. They're tired people. 24-hour service needs to sleep too. So just an update on that. I'm gonna do the best I can to finish my workout. It's actually fun to work out in the dark.